is Taiwo Isiaka. I'm here to talk about an important topic in the field of political science, and that topic requires us to understand them in detail, and it is nothing but civilizations. Civilizations. When we talk about civilizations, we are simply talking about the political, economic, and social way of life of people of the society. Civilization cut across the political way of life of people of a society, their economic way of life, and their social way of life. And we have different types of civilizations all over the world. We have the American civilizations. You can see that under the American civilizations, we have the Zionists and the Jewish. We have the Zionists and the Jews, and they represent Israel. And United States also belong to that particular aspect of civilization. We have European civilization. It is very important to know that European civilization, we have two major parts of European continent. We have the western part of European continent, where we have the United States of America, we have Britain, we have France, we have Germany, we have Italy, we have Sweden, and so many other countries. While the eastern part of European continent, we have Russia, we have Ukraine, we have Poland. These two parts of European continent are slightly different in terms of ideology. They are slightly different in terms of what ideology. And the Western civilization is more or less, if not the same, as the American civilization. The American civilization and the Western civilization are based on the liberal principles. They are based on the liberal principles. If you look at my previous lectures, I have discussed in detail what liberalism is all about. So liberalism is the ideology of the American civilization and the Western civilization. And we have the Islamic civilization. The Islamic civilization is the civilization that is founded under the principles of Islam. Islam is the civilization here we are talking about. And we have countries like Saudi Arabia, Qatar, Pakistan, Iraq, and other Arab nations. Then we have the Asian civilizations. Under the Asian civilizations, we have countries like China, Japan, South Korea, North Korea, even India, and some other Asian countries. Having said that, it is very important to know that there are some countries in these different categories of civilizations that are not in good terms, and this has been the reason why that aspect of civilization in that part of the world are threatened. They are threatened because of what? There is no unity among the countries under that particular aspect of civilization. Take for instance, in eastern part of Europe, Russia and Ukraine have engaged in what? Territorial crisis for some years back now, and the crisis is still on. So Russia and Ukraine, they are not in good terms. They have been fighting war with each other over territorial issues. We also have in Asia, China and Taiwan also struggling it out with each other on territorial reason as well. South Korea and North Korea are also not in good terms with each other. They also fight on territorial ground. All of these countries in each of these civilizations are threatened just because one or two countries are involved in what crisis with each other. Compared to the American and the Western civilizations, whereby unity is sustained. Unity is sustained in the what? Western civilization. Unity is sustained in the Western civilization. They are very united, and that is the reason why the Western ideas, that is the reason why the liberal ideas continue to what? Continue to sell, continue to spread to all other civilizations. Even when you look at the Islamic world, under the Islamic civilizations, there are some levels, there are some countries here too that are not in good terms, and the major reason is because of the political events in other parts of the world. Political events in the Middle East. The political event in the Middle East. The political crisis in the Middle East involving Qatar, Oman, Lebanon, Israel, Syria, Libya. The political crisis in the Middle East is also a very big factor that is threatening the world, the unity in the Islamic world that are adopting Islamic civilization. This is how far we can go on this topic. Thank you. Have a lovely day.